Hello YouTube, what is going on and welcome back to the channel. I just wanted to start out by saying a big thank you to every single person that took the time to watch my last video, to give it a thumbs up, to subscribe to my channel, to send me a positive comment about how much they enjoyed that particular video around my honest review of the Brooks Glycerin Max running shoe. It really did not go unnoticed, the support and love for that video. And for somebody like myself with such a small drop in this massive YouTube ocean, it means the world to just obviously understand that one of your videos does all right for your personal standards. So thank you to everybody that does like and subscribe. And if you've not done that today, please do it, because it helps. It helps this channel grow and it makes me feel good for putting the time and effort into making these videos. So today, as always, in typical Reese fashion, I want to be open and transparent and honest, as you will always get from my videos. And I want to talk about my marathon prep and give an update on what on earth has been happening over these past couple of weeks. Because if you follow my channel, or if you've seen any of my previous videos, you would have seen me talking about a marathon master plan and producing my first episode of marathon prep. Now, we have been unfortunately put into a position which means the scheduled marathon that I have, which is in the second week of May 2025, the Rob Burrows Marathon, has been hanging in the balance for the last 3 to 4 weeks. So just to give you some context, in February 2025 is when I started my marathon prep for this upcoming event. Prior to February, I took a 10-week hiatus from running where I needed to allow my body time to rest and recover. In November 2024, I completed a massive amount of running for charity, which led me to be riddled with niggles and injuries, most importantly from shin splints. Now, if anybody has dealt with shin splints or is dealing with shin splints, you will know that they're pretty nasty and extremely painful. And during that 10-week rest that I took from running before starting this prep, I firmly believed, especially after the first couple of runs in the first 3 weeks of this prep, that I was good, I was healed. I even spoke in my videos about how excited I was, how good my body was feeling. And then fast forward those first 3 weeks, I went out for a 19-kilometer long run as part of my training block. And unfortunately, the pains in the shins during the run and after the run came back full force. And I knew then at that point that my shin splints were not recovered, were not 100% healed. And at that moment, I knew that the marathon prep that I'm going through right now is going to take a hit and has put me in a position where I am now questioning if I'm going to be able to do the event in the middle of May 2025. Now, for the past 3.5, nearly 4 weeks now, I've been working with a physio and I've acquired the treatment that I need to rid shin splints, hopefully forever. Now, just resting is not enough. You have to go through what I'm going through right now in order to hopefully get rid of them, to be able to run pain-free, which is something that I've not been able to do for an extremely long time. I'm not going to break down exactly what I'm doing for shin splint recovery. I'm going to keep that for another video because I believe it's highly valuable and I will produce that in the next few weeks. But right now, we've been going through recovery. The only runs that we've been doing for the last 3 to 4 weeks are just to test where our tolerance is and how we're actually recovering from the particular injury. And in that time, I have had to adjust and change the way in which I train. Like I said, I've not been able to run a great deal. I actually went out just this weekend. I was able to get 10K and my pain was about 20% compared to 80-90% to where it was. So we have drastically recovered in the last 3 to 4 weeks. We've made a change and we've improved. But training as a whole has been adapted, because at the end of the day, I still have hopes of turning up to the start line in 6.5 weeks from where we are today. However, the goalposts for performance on that particular day have now changed. They have to. When I first started prep, I wanted this event to be a PB effort. I know that I've not done the training or the volume required to be able to give a PB a shot. If I try and do that, there's probably a good chance that after that particular event could be an absolute shit show. I could have set myself back weeks and months. Right now I'm in a position where it's all about just building up load and volume and managing that against pain and understanding where we're at in the recovery process. So now I have to take things day by day, week by week, run by run. And in doing so, if I have to shift those goalposts from running a PB to starting and just trying to finish, then that's what's got to happen. And it pains me to say that, but I've also got to be smart. The flip side of this coin is there is still a possibility that I may have to pull out of that particular event. If I feel like I'm not in a position where I can get that over the line, or my physio advises me against actually going to the start and trying to get going, then I'm not going to do that, because at the end of the day, I've been dealing with this injury for so long now that I just want to be pain-free. Is that too much to ask for? Maybe it is if you're somebody like me that has probably allowed the ego and pride to take over the logical decision making around injury. But right now I'm paying the price for that. So as much as I feel frustrated, I can't really on the same hand, because I put myself in this position, whether you want to call it ignorance, whether you want to call it ego, whatever you want to do. But at the end of the day, for somebody who loves running for all its other benefits of just how it makes you feel, it's been difficult to be on the sidelines and not do it. So there has been times in the past where I've ran through pain, but right now, if I want to get better, if I want to improve, if I want to take on more events, I have to recover these shin splints, and that's what we've been going through. So we've reduced running volume. I've made an investment into a spin bike, because this is a great way for me to build my fitness levels back up, build some volume into my legs, but without that impact of running. So if you've not considered using a bike, if you're dealing with injury right now, I highly suggest it, because you can still get all those benefits of cardio, or fitness, of volume, but without that repetitive movement, hitting that concrete, running track, grass, whatever you train on. And it's massively beneficial. So we've got 2 runs per week. We've got 5 spin bike sessions of about 30 to 40 minutes. And we've got 5 strength training sessions inside the gym. And I'm going to show you in this next part of the video how I'm training in the gym as well. So there's one underlining message to all of this right now, is if you're suffering from an injury or a niggle, then drop the pride, swallow the ego. I might have got that the wrong way round. Seek medical advice, seek professional advice, and give your body the time that it needs to heal. Because if you don't heal, you're going to go through what I went through, and that's just this vicious cycle of feeling like it's all good again and then going back to square one. But now we're saying no to that, and I'm okay with that, because I've got my eyes on other events later in the year that I want to give everything to. So as it stands right now, yes, it's still in the balance. Do I know 6.5 weeks from now if I'm going to take that run on? No. I'm just going to see how it feels. But I will still keep producing videos. I will still keep showing you my content, and hope that it relates to somebody out there is going through what I'm going through right now. So let's get to the gym. So guys, we have just got done with today's leg session. We've made it back home and we are going to refuel with this emphatic post-workout meal. So we've got 175 grams of chicken, we've got 200 grams of sweet potatoes and some vegetables, which was all prepped up from last night. Again, if you are into your fitness, meal prep can make a massive difference and keep you on track. But we're going to get this down us right now. Today's leg session was a good one. It was enjoyable, and that is one of 2 leg sessions that I do like to do. I may actually film the next one and just kind of put something together in terms of how I'm actually training as where we're at right now in this so-called prep, as I've spoken about. But I'm not going to go on for too much longer because we did have a big portion of today's video of me just talking and giving that update. So I'm going to eat this food, end the video here. If you did get some value from it, please, again, like and subscribe to the channel, and I will see you in the next one.